Look, this game, it wasn't fun. The results are disappointing. Now, I can do a video that I just yell about firing everyone, get rid of Fields, get rid of the coaches, jettison polls, just burn it all down, trying to get clicks. And you know what? I think a lot of people would watch it. But you know what, as well? Although it feels good to do that, it feels like screaming into a pillow. It's cathartic and it feels good. I would love to do that, but it doesn't come from an informed or clear minded place. It's a knee jerk reaction. And frankly, it's just not helpful. If you're looking for that, don't watch this. Once we move past that, I'm saying this loss can be looked at as a really good thing for two reasons. We're no longer distracted by a playoff path that was never really going to happen. It was so convoluted what needed to happen. It was a pipe dream, and it would have stunted our growth because it was making us blind to reason number two. Our eyes needed to be open. And now that they're opened, we can see the deficiencies in our roster and our coaching staff. I, for one, am super grateful for this to happen. It happened against a really tough Cleveland team. Kudos to you guys. I respect you. You have risen above more adversity than any team I've seen in a long time. Respect. This eye-opening, though, it's crucial to our long-term success that we had to get past this distraction, and I'm glad it's gone. So let's chop this up. A lot can be laid at the feet of Luke Getsy. Let's start there. Olin Kreutz said it best when talking about what happened Sunday, and I'll try to do it justice. The situation is we are essentially returning to the scene of the crime, right? When asked about his first career start against the Browns, all Justin said really was that he remembered just getting beat up and sacked in the pocket. Okay, the most proof that Getsy just doesn't get it. First play of the game, what did he do? He doesn't bounce him out. He doesn't do something of tempo. He doesn't do an RPO. He calls a deep drop back out of the shotgun. Fields rolls back. He gets whacked in the pocket. Way to set the tone. On that alone, we just need a better coordinator. Enough said about him. Let's move on. And I honestly think as well, this field goal that everyone's griping about at what happened before halftime, not going for a 55-yarder into an 8-mile-an-hour wind, us judging the judgment of Coach Flus here, it's nonsense. He knows the range of his kicker. He knew it was 0% chance, so he chose to heave the ball. I don't know the odds on a Hail Mary, but it certainly is not zero. The kicker does not have a rocket leg, and I trust Flus knows his personnel better than I do watching it on the couch. Let's go to what we do know something about then. Tanyan, Mooney, Scott, all these guys had crucial drops and a major missed block by Darnell Mooney. If these mistakes don't happen, are we even having this conversation? The poor execution by these players in this game needs to be at the forefront, right along with the poor play calling. We just have to make an honest assessment, and that just isn't the coaching staff. Let's not extend this irritation either over to Fields, because on all fronts, I don't believe he's in a place where success is even a possibility right now. It has not been that way his whole time in Chicago. Actually, look at what's happening here. Let's have our eyes open. I, for one, I'm glad this is now clear. Mooney, at the very least, he should start talking to his realtor. He has fully lost his confidence in a contract year, and now he's starting to chirp to the media about stuff going on in the locker room that's certainly not helping him or the team. We do not have the pieces on offense to realistically compete as a top team. This isn't a Fields problem, friends. Outside of coaching, let's table that for a second. Our offense is not like the defense. We still need a ton of pieces. It's easy to say, let's get rid of Fields, and this might be an unpopular take. I'm okay with being unpopular, but if you put a rookie quarterback on this offense with the same pieces and the same scheme, he'll struggle the same way. Seeing this now is a great thing. Once again, Fields is not the problem. Seeing this is fantastic. More on this throughout the week, but as As a fan, the best teams, what do they have? The best teams, they have continuity. The Bears continually, we build a little and we tear down. We build a little and we tear down. We have an incredible GM in polls. We need to build upon what we have. I think Fields must be part of our future. Let's see how these games play out and reserve judgment. We can look at both sides of keeping or dropping Fields. I can do it in a different video this week, and I welcome the conversation. Who knows? I might change my mind, but Getsy at minimum. Getsy at minimum has to go elsewhere and be replaced by a play caller who's not doing it for the first time. I just love what Lance Briggs said. He is putting out amazing stuff lately. I absolutely love it. You check him out, watch him. So let's check this out. He believes, and I agree with him, that the best way to know what Poles does as a leader is what he does right now. Right now, look, you don't fire Getsy right now. Not a great move, and you don't need the upheaval. But starting the week, have someone else call the plays. Begin the final assessment of these last games and really get to the bottom of this. Really get to the bottom of whether it's truly Fields or if the play calling truly is the reason he's being held back presently. We can't do anything about the future or the past, but let's assess him in the present. And to do so, polls. Assert your power, assert your leadership. Get someone else on the staff to call plays right now. And I think that's a brilliant assessment by him. I love Lance Briggs. I really want to share what is possible if cooler heads prevail on this show. What happens if Fields is our quarterback? Let's look at that. We trade the number one for a bounty, multiple ones in the future. We draft a wide receiver. Yes, Harrison, I'm fully on board with you. Let's draft Marvin Harrison Jr. We get a center. Maybe we get an edge rusher like Allen out of Alabama to pair with Sweat. Beautiful. We keep Flus. Stay with me here. We keep Flus and we keep some continuity. We bring in a coordinator like, I don't know, Kellen Moore. Give autonomy to a good, proven play caller. Take one of the top two left tackles maybe to help protect our quarterback and stockpile more high picks for the future. We could be talking about, you're going to think I'm crazy, but this is very possible. We could be talking about building a team like the 49ers and next year have Fields surrounded with better weapons, a solid O-line, great play calling. Someone like Kellen Moore would get it done. Let Fields continue to develop with everything he needs to succeed. And we can still have the draft capital next year, same as this year and the year before, that if we need to change course at quarterback, we can still do it before we pay him. Also, realistically, Poles told the team when he was hired to be patient. This is going to be a process. And I believe he has earned implicit trust. He has done an amazing job. We're looking at all these players developing, and once veterans are released, we're probably coming into this season $80 million under the cap again. That is fantastic. When he hires Flus, he gives Flus essentially a tank year to start out last year. He's like, hey, coach, come on staff. Are you okay with having a tank year? I am clearing the cupboard. I'm getting rid of all these veterans. Can you handle a terrible year? Flus said, for sure, sign me up. Now this year, second half, things are starting to pop a bit with some major hiccups. Let's be honest about that. But do you think now it's time for impatience? Just flush all the progress that we've had and start over? Are you kidding me? I think it's foolish. So many times, teams can't develop players. This coaching staff is actually very good. Players are moving forward at a rapid pace. Let's not stunt this growth. Replace the offensive coordinator and move on with continuity. We talk about player development all the time, but here's an interesting thought. I never hear anyone talk about this. I never hear anyone even think about this. Can a coach grow into his role while he's doing it? Cut bait, tear down, rebuild now across the board? Poles has a plan. Trust it. Let's, for once, as a fan base and a franchise, let's be patient. Tearing down now, I feel, is a huge mistake, and we've done it too many times. I want to be a little bit different here. I don't want to have a cookie cutter show and go along with popular opinion. I owe you guys more than that. We must finally commit to something. We have to commit to building and not fire sailing every 2 years. Why? Because that's what good teams stay away from. That's what good franchises do. They err on the side of continuity, and we are so close to being one of those teams. Trust me, we are so close. With that being said, let me be realistic too. Let's look at some numbers. 28-7, 26-14, 17-7. You guys know what these numbers are. These are the blown leads in Denver, Detroit, and now Cleveland. This cannot be ignored. I'm not letting Coach Flus off the hook here. Good coaching staffs do not allow this to happen. The evaluation process in the offseason needs to be something like this. This is a conversation. Look, Coach Flus, if a new offensive coordinator is on staff, are you willing to abandon the conservative style of playing? Are you willing to abandon playing not to lose after the third quarter and abandoning what got you to lead in the first place? Is the blame also, another question, is the blame fully placed on Getsy having full reins of the offense? Is that in itself a fireable offense? Is this simply an offensive coordinator problem, or is it on the head coach's watch? If it's on Coach Flus's watch, meaning he should overrule these decisions that are questionable, does that mean they both have to go?